Good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Natalie from GeneDireX Incorporation. Now we are in Taiwan. Today we are happy to share our innovative cell culture medium called OneMedium, which could replace the major used basal medium in the laboratory. But why do we want to develop OneMedium? As we all know, the users need several basal medium for different cell lines, and it always takes lots of time to prepare for those cell culture medium. And those individual bottles always occupy lots of space in the refrigerator. Therefore, we are looking for the solution to reduce the cell culture preparation steps, save the time and the space to make the cell culture as simple as convenient as we can. We have done several cell functional tests with our OneMedium, and the results turn out to be better compared to the cell culture with the common basal medium. For the more solid details, we invite our R&D manager, Dongqing Li, to share our OneMedium with you over the world. So now let's welcome Dongqing.
Hello everyone, I'm Dongqing Li, an R&D manager in GeneDireX Lab. Today I want to introduce a new and novel and easy to use cell culture basal medium, and we call it OneMedium. We have used OneMedium to culture various cell types, and we listed in this table. Those cell morphology and cell doubling time and bioactivity were compared to those culture with using ATCC suggested basal medium with LBS. And our experimental data revealed that OneMedium could sustain cell proliferation and gene stability, which confirmed by short-term repeat PCR analysis, STR-PCR analysis, and sustain cellular bioactivities. And so far, OneMedium is research use. In the following slides, I will show you our tested data. To test whether DNEM, high glucose, and 12 mixture can be replaced by using OneMedium. The human retinal pigment epithelial cell, ARPE90 cell, was cultured using OneMedium with 2% LBS. And the standard medium for this cell, according ATCC suggestion, is DNEM, high glucose, and F12 mixture with 20% LBS. The morphology of ARP90 cell culture using the OneMedium with 2% LBS or standard medium and other brand reduced serine basal medium, we can see there were no difference. And in the cell proliferation studies, we recorded the cell number of each passage in the cell culture duration, so we can calculate the doubling time of each passage. And the data show here in this picture. The y-axis is cell doubling time, and the x-axis is cell culture duration. And the doubling time of ARP90 cell using OneMedium with 2% LBS was similar to those using DNEM high glucose with F12 mixture with 20% LBS. And further, we collect the ARP90 cell on day 21 for STR analysis. The data revealed that OneMedium cultured ARP90 cell were identified as BCRC preserved ARP90 cell. And BCRC is Taiwan Biosource Collection and Research Center. To test whether DNEM high glucose can be replaced by using OneMedium, we also use human carcinoma cell line, A431 cell, culture using OneMedium with 2% LBS. And the standard medium for this cell is DNEM high glucose with 10% LBS. Here we can see the morphology of A431 cell cultured in different media, and there were no difference. And in the cell proliferation, we can see the doubling time of A431 cell culture using OneMedium with 2% LBS was higher than using standard medium. And we also collect cell for STR analysis on day 21. The data reveal that one median culture A431 cell were identified as BCRC preserved A431 cell. And to test whether RPMI 1640 median can be replaced to 1 median, we use Jack cell, the human T cell lymphocyte. And the Jack cell culture using 1 median with 2% LBS. And the standard median for this cell is RPMI 1640 with 10% LBS. We also culture this cell with using the brand A reduced serine basal median with 2% LBS or brand B. Here we can see the morphology of culture Jack cell. There were no difference in using different median. And in the cell doubling time, we can see the doubling time of culture Jack cell in a different media. There were no difference. And we collect Jack cell for STR analysis on day 21. The data reveal that 1 median culture Jack cell and BCRC preserved Jack cell, the data of STR analysis was identical. And further, we also use THP1, the human monocyte. The standard complete median for THP1 is RPMI 1640 with 10% LBS. Here, the THP1 was cultured using 1 median with 2% LBS, and the doubling time of THP1 was similar to that use standard median. We also check CD45 expression by using flow cytometry with specific antibody. And here is the flow data. In the histogram, we can see the signal is a single peak, and the ratio of CD45 positive is 99%. And we also use 910 cell to verify the performance of 1 median. 910 cell is mouse hybridoma cell line. This cell can secrete anti-semic antibody. The standard median for 910 cell is also RPMI 1640 with 10% LBS. The doubling time of 910 cell culture using 1 median with 10% LBS here or 2% LBS here, we can see there were no difference. But we also find that the 910 cell have better cell proliferation in using 1 median than others, brand A or brand B reduced serine basal median with 2% LBS. And as we have mentioned, 910 cell can secrete anti-semic antibody. Therefore, we collect the condition median for dark blood analysis with using a synthesized peptide. The amino acid sequence was shown here. The condition median of 910 cell will collect from the cell culture using RPMI 1640 with 10% LBS, or using 1 median with 10% and 2% LBS. And the dark blood data reveal that 1 median with 10% LBS or 1 median with 2% LBS can sustain the antibody production. And and we also find the detection limit of using 1 median with 2% LBS is 0.25 microgram, and others median 2.5 microgram. Therefore, we believe that reduced serine usage coupled with 1 median is better for 910 cell in antibody production. And talking about the MEN alpha, here we usually call it alpha MEN. Alpha MEN is most commonly used cell culture basal medium. And to verify the performance of 1 median in Fatu cell culture, we use the Fatu cell culture with using 1 median with 10% LBS or with 2% LBS. The cell doubling time of Fatu cell using alpha MEM with 10% LBS is 25 to 30 hours, and increase to 30 to 35 hours when medium was switched to OneMedium with 10% LBS. And the doubling time is higher than 35 hours when the medium was switched to OneMedium with 2% LBS. And the morphology was the cell morphology of Fatu cell using this different media. There were no difference. So we check the cell cycle by PI staining and the flow cytometer. And the data show here, we can see the percentage of GDO and G1 phase of OneMedium with 2% LBS is 48%, which is lower than alpha MEM with 10% LBS. The percentage of GDO and G1 phase is 56%, but increased in S phase. Here, the percentage of OneMedium with 2% LBS is almost 30%, and only 21% in alpha MEM with 10% LBS. So we speculate maybe media adaptation is needed. This depends on cell type. Further, we also use human bone marrow mesenchymal stem cell. In the cell proliferation, here we can see MSD culture with using OneMedium with 20% LBS is better than alpha MEM with 20% LBS. And according to the definition of mesenchymal stem cell, we verify the surface marker expression. We check CD19 and CD105 expression by flow cytometry. And we also check cell differentiation ability. Here we can see the MSD at passage 9 in different media. There were no difference. And according to the flow data, here we can see the CD90 and the CD105 double positive cell in MSD culture alpha MEM with 20% FBS is 43%. And the double positive cell of MSD culture using OneMedium with 20% FBS is 86%. And in the MSD differentiation test, MSD can be induced to differentiate into a adipocyte, osteoblast, and the chondrocyte. Here we can see MSD from the OneMedium with 20% or MSD from alpha MEM with 20% LBS. We can see that this cell can be induced to differentiate into a adipocyte. Here confirmed by oil droplet accumulation in cytoplasm. And further, this cell can be induced to differentiate into a osteoblast. Calcium deposit can be used to verify the cell differentiation. Here we can see the calcium deposit in the MSD differentiate type of osteoblast. This MSD can be cultured using the OneMedium with 20% LBS or alpha MEM. And further, the calcium deposit can be stained as a bright orange red with aldehyde red as staining. So here we can see the OneMedium with 2% LBS cultured MSD can be induced to differentiate into osteoblast with aldehyde red as the standard calcium deposit. And in the chondrocyte differentiation, both of MSD from the OneMedium culture or alpha MEM, they can be induced to differentiate into chondrocyte and form the chondrosphere with a similar diameter. Here, we to summarize our data. OneMedium is the developing medium, and our test data reveal it could sustain cell proliferation and maintain gene stability. And OneMedium could sustain CD45 expression in THP1 cell. And OneMedium also sustained anti-semic antibody production in 910 cell. And further, OneMedium exhibit better potential in MSC proliferation. And here is our data presentation, and thank you for your attention.
Thanks, Dongqing, for the great talk, and thank you all for your attention. And on this last slide, here are 2 QR codes. And if you have your phone with you, please scan the QR code of Sharon to know more about GeneDireX incorporation. And we also upload this slide on our company profile in the event. So if you cannot scan it now, don't worry, you can still find it. And also, we are running the promotion for this event. So please also scan the promotion QR code here for more discount information. And the end, we would like to summary for you, like our OneMedium could simplify the cell culture preparation and still remain the quality of their growth environment. So try to replace many products with only our OneMedium. If you still have any questions, please contact us through the email or just video call us in the events platform. We will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for your participation again.